one day it was 55, 56. Here it is early February. 3 days later, it's 5 degrees as a high. So. Hey guys, this is DJ Fairley, and if this is your first time to our channel living in Pittsburgh, make sure to click that like button, subscribe, click the little bell as well to make sure you're notified for all new videos. All right, let's talk about some of the pros of Peters Township. So number one, it has a great school district. It is ranked number 7 by niche.com, and they actually just built a new high school with future building to be continuing to occur within the school district. Peters has really been an up and coming place. So with a lot of new construction as far as housing, and now all the money being poured into the school district and growing, a lot of folks are gravitating to the Peters Township area. So another pro of the Peters Township location, it has a really cool mix of housing. So you will have some older communities, again, not as old as say the late 1800s, 1900s, but nice communities that are, with mature line trees, larger lots. That's a big draw. Peters does have a lot of larger lots with more acreage, but there's also quite a bit of new construction happening. So it's a really cool mix and kind of affords everything you're looking for. If you're looking for, again, the properties from the 60s, 70s and newer, even up to the brand new construction. Again, larger properties typically, a lot of ranch properties, and also those with larger acreage. It's definitely a great spot that you have to consider. All right, so let's talk about another pro of the Peters Township area. Let's go down the path of little restaurants and shopping. So there are some awesome restaurants. So if you're an Italian fan, Arcelinos and Franco's are amazing for Italian. Arcelinos is tough to get a reservation. It's a smaller restaurant. Food is outstanding, so make sure, I would say at least weeks out, maybe even more, but definitely you gotta check it out. Another awesome just local spot, which there's also another location in the South Hills in Mount Lebanon, is Atria's. Great food, definitely a spot you want to check out. And we are a pizza town. Mr. Dave Portnoy from Barstool Sports just came to Pittsburgh not too long ago. Another really cool spot when it comes to shopping, Donaldson's Crossing has, again, the anchor store being a Giant Eagle grocery store, wine and spirits. Again, keep in mind in Pennsylvania, you really can't buy, you can't buy any liquor other than a state store. All right, let's talk about another pro of Peters Township, property taxes. So why has Peters been growing so much? This is a big reason. Property taxes are considerably less, being this is Washington County versus a lot of the other locations I've talked about in previous videos or Allegheny County. So right as you go into Washington County, property taxes do decrease considerably. And not to mention, again, Peters Township School District was ranked number 7 on niche.com. So you still have great schools there. That's the draw for a lot of families, is less taxes, still a very quality school, and typically bigger lots, some newer construction. So if lower property taxes are something you're looking for, definitely want to take a look at Peters Township. All right, so we have talked a little bit about, or I should say a lot about, outdoors or parks here in Western Pennsylvania. So the Montour Trail is pretty awesome too. You're going to often find runners and bikers and just families going for walks. It stems from Peters Township all the way to Clareton, which is about 47 miles. Which connects to other trail systems as well. So pretty awesome spot to check. So Peters Lake Park is around 189 acres, which also offers, you'll see a lot of kayakers, some fishing, running, jogging, hiking. So another really cool spot right in Peters Township. So again, we always have something fun to do outdoors here when the weather is not freezing and we have some sun. All right, so let's talk about some of the cons of Peters Township. As I mentioned, with demand growing considerably, with the school district of Peters Township growing and doing really great, as well as lower property taxes, as that draw from demand's coming in, of course, housing prices are going up. So it is on the higher end. Again, our average price here in the greater Pittsburgh area is around $250,000. I would say expect to spend $400,000 in north on your average, again, property of 4 bedrooms and above, 3.5, even 3 bedrooms and above. So if you're looking for, again, just lower priced housing, Peters Township area might not be the best place for you. Another con of living in Peters Township, being that it's in Washington County, your drive time and commute times are going to go up pretty considerably. So typically from Peters Township into the city, it's about 40 minutes, especially with rush hour, adding a bit more time to that. So if a smaller commute time is important to you, Peters Township may be too far out there for you. That's why a lot of the folks that are looking for shorter commute times are going to be more in the South Hills area, or in the North Hills, being closer to our city center. So if commute times are a factor that you're considering, Peters Township might not be the best spot for you. Another con of the Peters Township area is it's not very walkable. So even though you do have access to, again, some great restaurants, the bar scene, commerce, shopping, parks, you're driving to most of them. It's not really a walkable community, such as Mount Lebanon, that's known for truly a more walkable community, or areas that we've mentioned up in the northern part of Wexford, for example, have a lot of sidewalks. There's not a lot of these communities. Now, some of the newer communities being built are offering these amenities, of course, but as a whole, Peters is not very walkable. Another con of the Peters Township location, it's not as diverse, culturally diverse, as other areas in and around the greater Pittsburgh area, and known as a more affluent area. So if diversity is something you are looking for, Peters Township might not suit your needs the best. All right, and we have to mention it being in Pittsburgh, PA. As with all of these locations, another con is of course weather. So weather can be a factor. We typically have some pretty brutal winters, big swings in temperature. You know, I think last week one day it was 55, 56. Here it is early February, and 3 days later it's 5 degrees as a high. So we do have these massive kind of swings. We have sunny days, we have snowy days, we have sleet, rain. So it's kind of just across the board. Personally, I kind of love the 4 seasons, but if consistent weather or consistent sun is what you're looking for, Peters Township might not be the best location. Once again, if this is your first time to our channel, please make sure to hit that like button, subscribe below, and tap that little bell to be notified of all new videos moving forward about everything living in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.